Well, this has been a long process of dumbing down the social order and making people more immature and therefore more likely to be influenced by advertising and all of that, more easily hypnotized and indoctrinated and entrained. And they were turned into consumers rather than citizens. You know, in the old days, we can remember that citizens would die for freedom, and now people are willing to give up their freedom in order not to die, right? And so all they had to do was scare people that they would catch a flu, and everyone gave up all their rights, just like that. You know, without any proof, even with evidence that very few people were dying from it or any of that. They were willing to give up everything for Big Brother to save their life, you know, with the now you'll be safe, right? Giving up even all common sense about natural immunity and all of the ways that this has been treated throughout history. No, you become stupid once you enter into that level where your whole life is about the desire to acquire things and the greed that takes over the intelligence. And so the minds have been usurped. And then they were then very easy to turn into a state of panic, mass panic, that then could lead to all the things that have cascaded that have been planned for a long time. And so this is a karmic result of the falling away from the real self. And therefore being lost in a world in which you want to hold on to security. And security comes from money, and it comes from having a good job and having status, and these various external things. Well, it doesn't really. Money is a fiction, it turns out, and soon that whole system will crash. All of those external things that people were holding on to for enjoyment, they now have fallen away for most people already. They can't have them. And all freedoms are taken, and then finally even life itself. So this is the way that the world ends, you know, not with a bang but a whimper, as T.S. Eliot said. And it's the course of the fall of the human from at least soul consciousness, if not the real self, into the lowest level of the tamasic ego that is only involved in its ignorance, its attachment, its aggression, and its greed, and therefore it's easily put into the opposite state of terror and weakness and surrender, submission, really, to the power that, as Mao said, comes from the barrel of a gun, not from the real power of God. And once you are a fearful creature, then you're going to be intimidated easily, and those lower false powers can easily take over, and that's what's happened throughout the whole planet. All of the nations are vassal states now to some power that is invisible, but controlling all the things that happen because of the fear that people have. Even politicians have fear they'll be assassinated if they don't follow orders, right? And that's happening too. So we see that this whole wave of fear is the engine that is driving all the events. So if you can overcome fear, and if a collectivity can overcome fear, the situation can be changed. But if you're still driven by fear, then there's no way out of the trap.